Starring I, your host, this dude. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're feeling well. Hopefully you're having a decent day. I find it funny how sometimes it just doesn't pay to be nice to people sometimes. There was two people that I wrote off, two people that I was fighting with, and I wanted to make attempts to reconcile by just being nice and talking to them nicely. And they turned around and basically threw it in my face. And that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm already going to be taking steps to remedy the situation to where I don't have to worry about it no more. So it's being taken care of. Other than that, I don't like these two individuals when they disrespected my sister again. The second individual didn't, but the first one did. Called her an H word and called her a drug addict, and also called my wife an illegal. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. I know. And don't forget, to the second individual that was on that panel, I stuck up for you, lady. I really did. I stuck up for you. How did I stick up for you? Well, let me tell you. Another individual kept repeating you in a title on his streams. And I simply asked, why repeat it? Why repeat it? Why repeat it when the second individual, she's not doing nothing. She's minding her own business, doing her own thing, being quiet. She was being quiet. She ain't saying a word. So I actually stood up for you, man. For real. I did. To the first individual, I know you don't like me. I know I don't like you, but I appreciate you for trying to be nice and trying to be respectful to me. I appreciate that. Thank you. At least, hopefully, from this point on, we can all let bygones, because I don't want to fight with nobody. I just want to let bygones be bygones, and just let shit go and just move on. Like I said, it was me messaging her on Twitter because I was trying to be nice. And they took it and kind of shoved it in my face. Which is fine. It's fine. Like I said, I'm going to take steps to where that won't happen again. Then she won't have to worry about me messaging her at all with anything. So that's that. And to the first individual, I wanted to say thank you for the comment that you made about me, saying that I was a funny guy and all that. I appreciate that. Oh, I do. At least you're trying to sort of make an effort to... I know things will never be right, but at least things will be kind of cordial. There you go. And I could live with that. I could. You know, today I'm doing rather well. I'm just here cleaning dishes right now and just thinking a lot about things, you know, things in life and, you know, just stuff in general, you know. I've been dealing with a lot of depression issues for the past, you know, like I said, for the past couple of days. Been dealing with that. It ain't been easy, but I'm trying my best, you know. I deal with a lot of mental issues, and you know, which is no excuse for my behavior, but at least you guys know a general idea as to why I do what I do. You see, I suffer from split personality disorder. That means I could be one character and flip all of a sudden and turn around and be another, wholly, entirely different one. And as a result, when I first came on here, I had a channel for every single, I still do, have a channel for every single personality I have. Because it's a coping skill that helps me to kind of deal with this issue in a constructive way, to where I don't cause harm to anybody. I don't say anything that I'm gonna, you know, regret later. You know, I just go on one of my alternate channels, and when I'm feeling a certain personality come on or whatever, I go on there and I just let it run rampant. You know, but unfortunately, you know, people get upset at the things that I say because they think I'm really, really serious with the things that I say when I'm like that. And to tell you the truth, I'm not. Because when I'm in one of those characters, and you could take this however you want it, but when I'm in one of those characters, it takes me over completely. And I have no control as to what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do. None. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. I've sought, you know, psychological help for it. But all they did was worsen the problem. rather than making it better by trying to put me on medications to, you know, basically make me dependent on a bunch of fucking pills, rather than trying to fix the root of the problem. And that's the reason why I'm having trouble finding, you know, good psychiatric help with that. But it's not totally bad. There are days, there are times that I do feel somewhat normal. It could be also due to the fact that that I am a trans medium too. I sense spiritual energies all everywhere, and I talk with some of them, and I feel their presence, and I also sense what they were before when they crossed over. I've always been that way since I was born. I've been very, very open-minded spiritually. And as a result of it, I've been deemed as crazy, lunatic, and all that kind of stuff. When I may be crazy, but at least I'm somewhat able to function. It just depends on, I guess it just depends on the mood, I guess. I mean, I don't know how, you know, I don't know how these things happen. It just happens out of the middle of nowhere. And I can't bring it on. I can't trigger it on. It just happens. And then I see all these people getting pissed off at me, getting angry with me for the things that I say, for the things that I do on here. When 9 times out of 10, I got no control over what happens. I don't. And I know what you guys are saying. Well, then get off social media. Well, the reason why I'm here is because I like to talk with people. I like to interact with people. I like to chat with people in a normal setting. Because it doesn't make me feel like I'm left out or that I'm by myself, you know. I can at least socialize with people. I at least talk with people. You know, I talk with my sister a lot, but she gets busy and she doesn't, you know, even though she'll say I'm full of shit. But, you know, I just feel sometimes that I'm, you know, like a more of an inconvenience than anything else. And so therefore, that's why I just, you know, kind of keep my shit to myself. You know what I mean? You know, it's just, you know, it's just me, I guess. And I know guys don't like to hear this. I know it. Oh, he's live and he's crying. Well, if, you know, speaking my piece and expressing myself as crying, then I guess I must be the biggest crybaby in the world. Which is fine with me. because I'm not going to sit here and put you on a filtered version of me that's not true. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything's fine when I know deep down it's not. I'm not going to tell you that, the glass is half empty or half full when, I tell the truth. I explain the truth here. You guys can clip this, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. But I'm just saying what's on my mind. And also, I don't know if this conversation was directed at me or not. But I did not call a certain individual an animal abuser. All I said, and I quote, that what that other individual did when he tossed that dog in the video, that was wrong, and all he had to do was go live and say, look, that was wrong. I'm sorry. I may have had a bad day or whatever was going on. And that would have been all forgotten. That's it. That was it. That's all. Now don't forget, to the first individual, you were playing that video repeatedly and calling the second individual an animal abuser. So you claim that everybody else was doing it. Well, you were doing it too. Me, I stopped. But I never called her an animal abuser. I simply said what was done in that video was wrong. That's it. And I pointed it out. And then I let it go at that. That's all I did. Okay? That's it. Now I know people are going to go live and try and debunk what I'm saying and all that. Well, every single stream that I've ever done is up. There's not one that's private. So I invite all of you to go look at that. Look back at all the videos I've ever done. And you can see. Now, hey, if you do come across it, and I did accidentally say it, I'm going to say, you know what? Honestly, I apologize for that statement. I really do. But my stance still stands firm as far as that video goes. And that's all. So y'all can deny, you can twist, you can turn, whatever it is you want to do. It's up to you. But I'm just saying, I know what I said, and if I accidentally said that, I wanted to apologize for that. And That's about it. Um, also, guys, don't call anybody the P word without, you know, without fucking, literal proof. Why you want to do that for? Why? What's up, Aaron Kaylee? How you doing? Are you old enough to be here, man? You're not a kid, are you? Hope not. I don't even know who that is. I can't see the icon. Who the fuck is that? I can't see your icon, dude, so I don't even know who the hell you are. But, okay. Welcome to the channel, I guess. So what you been up to, man? From Boss Up. Who's Boss Up again? I don't even know who that is. It's been a while, so I can't remember. Oh, okay. Okay. How's she doing lately? Is she doing okay? I hope so. I just because I don't like her, that doesn't mean that, you know, I hold hatred towards her, because I don't. I don't hold no hate towards anybody. Wish everybody well and wish everybody the best. And that's it, man. Me, I'm just hanging on this channel because I got a lot to say. Are you sure that... Yeah, I'm going through that myself, man. So I get it. I get it. So what brings you over here? Just curious, or what's going on? I mean, I know I didn't do anything yet. Okay. Well, so much for that conversation. That was quick. People come in here and say a few things and then they leave. Oh well. Oh, there you go. He's still there. Oh, you seen me in side chats? Cool, man. Hope I'm not really that bad. Try not to be. Now, you do realize that with this one, with this channel in particular, I don't really move it around much. I pretty much stay right here. I'd like to circulate, but I not with this account. I don't. I usually just leave these because I never think they go anywhere. I'm just like screw it. With channels like this, I really don't put much effort into it. It's just SOS. Yeah, I guess. Are you sure you're not Dave fucking with me again? Is that what it is? Dave, is that you behind that account? Seriously? Probably is. Okay, cool. Oh, I thought it was Dave25 fucking trolling me like he usually does. Trolls me everywhere else. Shit, fucking, I can't even do a fucking stream with him coming in and screwing with me like he usually does. Okay. Alright, cool, man. So, are you having a good day so far today, I guess? I hope so. Nothing? Man, this chat is slow today. Oh, there you go. Yeah, cool. Me too, man. Kind of glad you showed up because that way I don't have to talk to myself all the fucking time. Get bored talking to myself. Thing is I don't get no answers either, so. So are you, wait a minute. Let me see if I can, I think, oh, okay. Okay, I was going to ask you, are you still with Boss Up? Yeah, you are, okay. Oh, I don't care about that. Your preference is your preference. I don't care. Whether you're gay, whether you're straight or whatever, it doesn't really matter. We are who we are in this world. And no one has the right to tell us what to do about it. So it's fine. Well, tell them to go fuck themselves, dude. Cares, man? This is the fucking millennium. I know a lot of people that are gay. I know a lot of people that are straight. Fuck. Where my dad lives, where my dad used to live, fuck, I got neighbors up the street that are leses, and I've got fucking people down the street that are gay. It's no big deal, man. Really isn't. No, I don't care. You're welcome here anytime, man. It don't matter. Got no one else to talk to anyway, so you're welcome to stay anytime you want, man. That's fine. Don't bother me none. Like I said, when I have stuff on my mind, I just come over here and I just talk. I'm dealing with a lot of shit right now, so sometimes I just got to get away from things and just go on here and just chit chat a little bit. It's nothing bad, so. Yeah, not really, dude. To me, it doesn't bother me at all, man. Like I said, gay, straight, it don't fucking matter. You is you, and just that's it. I am who I am. I do what I do. You are you who you are. You do what you do. That's it. Simple as that. Well, believe it or not, man, I've also got a cousin that's gay too. And let me tell you, it's not easy being that way. It's not. Because his family was all getting down on him and this and that and doing all that. And yeah, so I can understand. But you are a person and you have the right to feel how you feel and you have the right to choose what you want in life. And ain't nobody could tell you any differently. Whether you're gay, whether you're straight, you're still a human being. Nonetheless. Don't ever forget that. Well, not really. Because you got to get the pardon my French balls to tell people to go fuck themselves. You are who you are, and if people don't like you, well, they don't have to like you. Because they're not living their life. You are. They're not being who you are. They are. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, man. You ain't living, they ain't living your life. You are. You have the right to decide who to let in and who to keep out of your life. Simple as that. Don't matter what you're doing in life, What you do in your life, that's for you. You know what I mean? I know I ain't the best guest speaker out here, and I know sometimes my words don't come out right. But like I said, I got nothing, no wrong with anybody that decides to be gay or whatever. It's fine. You know, you know what? I'm going to tell you some free advice too. Your parents may act like they, despite you, they despise you and all that. But deep down inside, they care about you because you're their son. And that's a bond you could never break. Blood is thicker than water. And no matter what, That's fine. That's fine. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's it's fine, dude. Whatever you decide to do in your life, that's fine. Well, that's just yeah, but that's just their, their preference. They don't have to like what you're doing. They don't have to agree with what you're doing. Yeah. But you're doing what you're doing because it's for you. It's your life. And like it or not, they have the choice of either to accept it, or reject it. You know, it's up to them. You're going to run into opinions and, you know, comments of all kinds in this world. Comments of all kinds. And you have to decide which ones you want to deal with and which ones you want to just let float by like a fart in the wind. Simple as that. So whether you're gay, whether you're straight, or whether you're in between, it's okay with me. Because it's not my life, it's yours. So you have to, deal with it the best way you can. And sometimes you'll deal with assholes. Yep, I'm always here to motivate people. Because why? Because people motivate me. Mainly to keep on living, to keep on going, and to just, I always say, maybe if I survive one more day, things will be a lot better. And I say that every single day. And that's what keeps me motivated every single day. And I keep going. Till sooner or later, something positive does happen. Something good does happen. Maybe I meet somebody that literally, encourages me to change my life for the better. There's endless possibilities out there, man. For real, dude. God don't judge. He loves you for being you, no matter what. And that's all. That's all there is. No, it's okay. God doesn't shun you because of that crap. He doesn't. Because like it or not, he loves you unconditionally. Because you're his son. You're his creation. And he's there for you 100%. No matter what. Even when everybody else fucking runs off on you, stabs you in the back, leaves you, runs away, God never does. He's just there waiting for you to pray to him and ask him to help guide you. Well, I'm glad I did, man. I'm glad I reached out to somebody, and I'm glad I helped somebody out. Me helping people out helps me out too. Because like I said, we're all going through a little something in life. Just that some of us show it and some of us don't. Thank you, I appreciate that. I try and be. I know I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm not the dullest. And for that, I thank you for your kind comments. Appreciate that. God bless you too, as well. And hopefully things will get better for you. And hopefully, find your own way of turning that frown upside down. When life gives you lemons, what do? You make lemonade. Simple. Not that hard. It's actually pretty easy. And, with the people, the haters, the negative people, all you got to do is just tune them out. That's all. You just tune them out. And therefore, pretty soon, they don't bother you no more. Because they can't achieve what they want to achieve, which is pissing you off. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, I've kind of gargled up enough along here, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. So you guys take care, much love, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and thank you for watching me on here. I appreciate it. Later, guys.